Howdy and welcome back to our Enclave Reforged Let's Play series. We left off at the very end of the Enclave campaign, or formerly known as the Light campaign, and we all, I'm very certain that we all have been eagerly waiting to see what awaits us on the dark side. So let's start a new game, as per usual, on Squire difficulty. We call it Let's Play Dark, and of course we take the side of the Dregatar.
Scripted within an ancient tomb which lies hidden beneath centuries of dust in the guarded library of Mechalon, is the story of how the Rift was formed. Though most cannot recall a time when the Rift did not divide the Enclave from the Outlands, they were at one time unified. In that time, there were lands which were believed to bear the very essence of magic, for they were lush and prosperous. All who did not hold the secrets of the soil, which were protected by the Pact of G4, coveted these lands fiercely. The great demon, Vatar, knew that with this magic, he would be invincible. He would at last prevail over all. Venomously, he led his army to attack the dwellers of the land to claim it as his own. The battle raged, and the people fell before Vatar's vast army. Victory was so close it could be tasted upon their blackened tongues. As bodies of the defenders lay sprawled about them on the bloodied field. Exultantly, Vatar rose to proclaim his triumph. It was then that disaster struck, in the form of a pathetic little wizard called the Mighty Zale. With a roar of anger and anguish, the wizard slammed his staff into the ground. The world trembled and then cracked, parting beneath Vatar's feet. With an outraged scream, the demon lord plummeted to the depths, to be consumed by the earth he sought to rule. A chasm grew from this powerful blast of magic, wide and longer than any could measure. It was too vast to be traversed, thus separating the people who fought against Vatar forever. The devastation on the faces of the defenders was a small consolation to the Dregatar, as they retreated to pray for Vatar's return. It is said that time heals wounds, and perhaps it is true, for in the centuries after the land was torn asunder, it appeared that magic began to knit them back together. The rift has grown smaller, and can even be crossed in certain locations. The Dregatar, driven by an age-old lust for the land that should belong to them, are now raising their hordes, building siege weapons, and preparing for the day when they may take their revenge and possession of the magic lands. On the other side of the rift, the people of Selenheim are strengthening their defenses. They know another war will soon be waged against them. While the armies are being gathered along the border of the rift, the head counselor of Arkmor, Mordessa, is making further preparations. Volunteers are being brought to her for special tasks, and there are rumors about an ancient force about to be awakened, one that has been slumbering for hundreds of years. And it is here that our story begins. Violently shaken from their sleep, the Chosen are taken by hooded figures to an unknown fate.
What's coming now? Oh, I remember this.
Time has come. You have been summoned here to do my bidding, and prove your devotion to our cause. You should feel honored that you were chosen, for if you please me, you will be rewarded abundantly. However, should you fail, your reward will be eternal pain, Your first mission will be to bring me the Crystal of Eversea. It is located in the house that once belonged to Zurana, a former enemy who is now dead. The home is still guarded, though, and it may be difficult for you to gain entrance, but that is not my concern. The crystal can be found in the library. Bring it to me. It may prove useful very soon.
Alright, our first mission assignment. Zurana's Mansion. Zurana was once an ambitious sorceress who turned into one of the demons she tried to control. Her old mansion is now deserted. You were sent to find an artifact. But a sorceress rarely leaves something of value unprotected. It is rumored Zurana held a trinket, the so-called Crystal of Eversea, in her possession. Enter the deserted mansion and look for the crystal. Mordessa will spawn a portal in the courtyard for your return. You might have noticed the first difference. She misses the quiver on her back. This is the same thief's model that you see in the first, well, semi-cutscene, in-game cutscene on the Light campaign. I just thought that a quiver would appear on the first level of her armor anyway, so we might change things up a little bit. We have the regular dagger, a crossbow. Another fun fact I can throw in right away: she will be the only character able to use poison bolts in the whole game. I thought, what class do poison bolts fit most, if not an assassin class? So, there we are. Jumpy jump over the rope. Now we wait for the most opportune moment. Stop it in a way that we can crouch down through. Try not to get stabbed and collect all the stuff we have. Because we are hoarders. We need all the stuff in the world. Wow. Thought we'd trigger it. Now these guys, I hate them. Let's see if the crossbow is stronger. Yeah, it is. But it's also slower. However, I like it a lot. Now pick up the stuff from the bushes. And there you go. There you can see a little hint on which lever to use and which not to. These two are connected, and as far as I remember, both of them trigger a trap. Or they don't. You see, I remember it the wrong way. Yeah, just like I told. First the right one, then the middle one. Who would have thought? Let's go back over here, because here's something curious. I don't really know how it works, why it works, and how I was supposed to figure it out. I never really looked into it. But look, if you pull these levers here, from left to right, twice, this will happen. I mean, how should I have been able to tell? If you know, please put it down in the comments, because I am oblivious to this fact. Now we try not to step on the tiles here, because I like the terrarium with the butterflies. I have been always playing around with the thought of how to incorporate the butterflies into the game. Maybe as an effect for a shield, or spawning it by a staff, who knows. I didn't really have a valid idea, so I just let it be. Let it be, let it be. Don't make me sing to you. You will not survive this otherwise. Now I hope you pick all up what I'm doing exactly, because I am kind of too tired to comment on every step I make. Just running around, looking where I can probably find some gold, and trying to head off to this spot. Now that we have saved, we can easily and freely go about jumping around lava. And I wonder, why does everyone build his home right on lava? Why not, I don't know, in the mountains, on the snowy peaks? This would be much nicer. Die. Wasn't there supposed to be another one? Did I miss him? I don't know. But the mansion is beautiful. Gotta say that. There is the crystal. And the house itself is trying to kill us now. So let's just go ahead and run away. We do it the lazy way. We jump down onto the roof. Let's see what's happening here. I hate wraiths. Don't know if you do, but I do a lot. By the way, concerning the Drägatar, you will notice that there are many similarities between the classes. First of all, it's because of the way how the code works, and partly because I thought it was fitting, not so much for a fantasy world, but for a fantasy game, to have mirror classes. I won't spoil too much, but you will see. And we're done. This was a very quick and efficient level run. We have our very strange looking Iron Maiden, kind of grotesque Hellbug portal. Let's go in. What's the worst that could happen? I've looted all the gold. While rummaging through Zurana's possessions, you discovered some valuables. I have been awarded 10 gold pieces. Wow. You have been assigned a new mission. Name: Indefinite Embargo. Location: Saladia Village. Oh. That's why it's called Embargo. Light crossbow, short bow, short dagger. A new hero has joined your campaign, Unholy Servant. Let's take a look at him. Now I skipped the cutscene with Mordessa. I hope you forgive me. I will not replay the mission once again. I'm sorry, I'm too tired of replaying levels in this game. But I bet this was something important. I think she beheads an orc in this cutscene. I will try not to skip them anymore. Now we go to Saladia Village and take a look at our Unholy Servant. Infused with unholy magic, these undead warriors long for destruction and only. Alright, sounds good to me. He can use axes and shields and bows and basic arrows. Armor he has none, as of yet, but he will have. Not as much armor as, let's spoil it a little bit, other forms. But we will not take a look at it right now, but later, because this is it for now. I know it was a very short video, but there will be more coming up. I hope you liked this one. If you did, please give it a like, Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get notifications on new videos on my channel, as well as other news. And, well, I hope to see you next time. So long, have a good one.